Good morning, everybody. I'm getting a little bit later start today on the sourdough. I didn't put the second feed in last night on day 6 until I guess roughly 9 or 10 o'clock. So I decided to wait a little bit later today to do the same here. So this is day 7, and the jars are really gross, as is the cloth. I see why several people don't recommend the cloth. So this is what it looks like inside. So you can definitely see the active yeast in it, and you can definitely smell it as well. So I'm going to give this a real good quick stir to get that mixed up before I pour half of it out. And it looks like I'm probably going to put these jars tomorrow morning. I'm going to put them into one large jar. My daughter's a little bit busy right now, so with trying to feed and take care of a sourdough starter, so I can start her one again later on. Excuse me. And I did find a large jar at Ross's yesterday. I want to say it was like $8.99 or $6.99. It was really inexpensive. I did look on Amazon last night, and they do have this is a gallon one. They do have the 2-gallon ones on special right now. I think it was like 2 for $17.99 or something like that. They were 42% off supposedly. So I might look at getting 2 of those for my laundry room for other purposes. But okay, I've got those stirred up. And I'm going to pour, again, it's 3 cups, so I'm going to pour a 1.5 cups out. Get that poured out. It does seem like such a waste, but okay, got that down to 1.5 cups. And then I'm going to get this one poured down to 1.5 cups. My pipes must be wondering what in the heck is going on with what I'm putting down there. Okay, so I've got both of those poured down. And another reason that I got this wide mouth is just because it's a lot easier with pouring in. See how large it is? Pouring the flour and the water in when you're feeding it versus, you can see how, even though these are wide mouth canning jars, they're just not wide enough for this for me. Okay, so I'm going to add a cup to each one of these, as trying not to make too much of a mess. This is probably the most flour I've used since I was baking Christmas. Although I do bake at least once a week. I do bake pretty regularly. Okay, so we've got that in there. Got a cup into each jar, and now I'm going to pour a cup of water. Okay, and then I'm going to pour the rest into that, because I actually pre-filled 2 cups of filtered water in there. I'm going to give my hands a quick rinse. I've got gunk on them. Okay. And now I'm going to stir both of these up. And like I said, this is day 7. So tomorrow we'll have active starter. And the first thing I'm going to try to do is to make sourdough bread. So we will see how it goes. So I want to make sourdough bread. I want to make bagels. And then I'd like to make sourdough pancakes. And then I'd also like to, on little, I think it's called Little Mountain Boone, I think is what it's called. She does a pizza in a cast iron skillet and with sourdough, so I would like to do that. I want to say it's what she pours out, but I'll have to double check on that. But I also would like to try that. It's just a real thin pizza crust. Okay, so I've got these all mixed up and they are good to go. So this is for day 7 of our sourdough starter. I'm going to put these back in to the corner. I think I'm going to have to rinse this cloth really well before I go to wash it, because it's pretty saturated. Okay, got that in there. And then again, like I said, I did get this large gallon jar to pour both of them in tomorrow for my sourdough starter. It's just going to make it easier when I have to feed it to take the lid off, or when I have to remove sourdough starter. It's going to make it easier, and I feel like it'll be less messy. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a bigger mess. But that is all I have for you all today. And tomorrow we will be back with our active sourdough starter, and I will start making some sourdough bread. Thank you all for watching. I am back to feed the sourdough for day 7 for the second time. And I think I had said in the previous video that I was going to see you tomorrow, but I'm actually finishing it up for the second feeding tonight. And I'm going to pour both the jars into here because my daughter's not going to need hers right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And all right, I've got both of the jars mixed and poured out a 1.5 cups out of each, and then added the 1.5 cups that was left in each jar into this gallon jar that I wanted to go ahead and combine them both. So I'm going to add 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of filtered water. Right, I have got the 2 cups of flour in here, and then I've got the 2 cups of filtered Berkey water in here. So I'm going to give this a quick stir. I've got that stirred as much as I can and scrape down the sides. I'm going to cover it up with the jar lid. Like I said, I decided to go with the glass jar so that there was no metal at all. And I'm going to put, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to put a piece of masking tape right here so I can see the line where it was, the ingredients is, and then I want to see how much it rises to see if it is ready to make sourdough bread tomorrow, because it will rise and then it will fall. So I've got that here, and we are all set up, and I will be back tomorrow, and I'm going to make some sourdough bread. Thank you all for watching and having patience with me the last 7 days while I do this sourdough starter for the first time.